What's up, YouTube? Jeff back again from SammyGuru.com here, and today we have some very exciting news. We were all pretty much sure that Samsung was not going to release a public beta program for One UI 8.5 because typically for point releases like 0.1, 0.5, mid-cycle releases, they don't release a beta program. Now, we've had our hands on an early test build of One UI 8.5 for a while. We've actually made several videos covering the new features. There's actually been 2 test builds that we've been able to evaluate so far, and I'll drop those up here if you guys want to see all the new features. But we thought that the test builds might be as close as we would get to getting to take this for an official test drive. But the good news is it looks like that is incorrect, as Samsung appears prepared to roll out a public beta next month in November 2025. We're going to talk about all those details today, and also if you guys will be able to get it, the regions, the devices, and also why Samsung might be doing this year when they typically have not done it for mid-cycle releases. Before we get started, I do want to remind you guys, make sure you check out our website, SammyGuru.com. We cover the latest Samsung news, tips, tricks, tutorials, and reviews. If you guys are in the US, you can also get our mystery box program. If you're ordering a Galaxy S26 device of any type, the Ultra, the Pro, the Edge, or even the Plus, because we might get a Plus now too, you get a free case, cleaning kit, 65-watt charger, USB-C earbuds, screen protector, phone stand, other randomly inserted goodies. We cover all the shipping. All you have to do is use our affiliate link to order. That's how we fund the program. The details are below on the website if you guys want to check it out. You can also set us as a preferred source in Google News and Google Discover to make sure you get all of our latest Samsung updates right away. So let's talk about this. This news is an exclusive leak from our friends, the good people over at Sam Mobile. They've found that Samsung is apparently planning to roll out a public beta program for One UI 8.5 at the end of November, possibly the week starting November 24th, which would be a little weird here in the US because that's the week of Thanksgiving, but you know, not everything revolves around us here in the US, even though some people here think that. This could roll out in the same regions that we saw the One UI 8 beta arrive, which would be South Korea, Germany, the UK, and of course the US as well. And it's going to arrive, of course, on certain devices. The most likely first device would be the Galaxy S25 series, and then probably the Z Fold 7, Z Flip 7, the S24 series, and then maybe the Z Fold 6 and the Z Flip 6. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be a more abbreviated beta program than the previous betas they've had for the general, cycle release every year, because if they start this on November 24th, for instance, the Galaxy S26 series will arrive with stable One UI 8.5, stable, quote unquote. Samsung's stable releases lately haven't really necessarily lived up to the billing in the sense that some of them were glorified betas, but that will release sometime January 14th or so. Middle of January is when we expect the S26 series. So this will be potentially a shorter beta program if they do roll it out on that November 24th date, which Sam Mobile is speculating. Now, there's a couple of reasons that Samsung may do this. You may know that Samsung recently changed the way they roll out their updates every year. Previously, they would roll out an update with the S26 series or the S series, and then they would roll out one with the Z series, but they've actually flip-flopped the way those 2 updates work so that now the update that comes with the Fold and the Flip in July is actually the major Android release to coincide with Google's release this year, for instance, of Android 16, One UI 8 aligned with that. And then their mid-cycle release will actually now be in January with the S series. So that is one reason why they may now be moving to this beta strategy where they may do a beta for both the general Android release, which could be that 0.0 release, and then a 0.5 release each year. They may also now do a beta for that as well. In addition, based off what we've seen for One UI 8.5, there's a lot of other reasons, in my opinion, that Samsung really may want to get some beta feedback here. In particular, we're seeing more and more AI features make their way into these software updates. And one big feature that we've heard that's coming, in fact, we've seen evidence of it in my previous video covering build CYJ1 of One UI 8.5, is notification summaries using AI. Now, if they are going to bring that feature, they would obviously want a lot of training data to use with their AI, whatever they're going to use, if it's Google's algorithm that they're using in Android or they have their own secret sauce added on to that. they want to train it and make sure it's very good at doing these notification summaries for different categories before they roll this feature out with the One UI 8.5 stable update and the Galaxy S26 series. So doing a public beta would allow them to potentially get a few 100,000 people that will voluntarily give them training data for those AI notification summaries. And of course, there's other AI features coming as well. They're set to borrow some features from the Pixel that'll basically let you improve your call screening using Bixby and a lot of other great things that are coming using AI in One UI 8.5. So quite a few reasons that Samsung may do this. Not only are they now aligning their major release every year to the Fold series when Google releases the new version of Android, so their 0.5 or 0.1, whatever release they end up doing in the mid-cycle, now comes with the S series, so it may make sense to have two betas, and then in addition to get some of that training data for those AI features. Anyway, those are the regions you can expect the devices, when you can expect it. I do think that this is probably very likely, like I said, for the reasons above, and obviously Sam Mobile is a very trusted source as well, and it's great for them to bring us this exclusive news today. Anyway, I hope you guys check out the website, Mystery Box Program, if you're interested in buying a Galaxy S26 device. Let me know what you think. Are you going to join the beta? Of course, you guys know I'll be in there, already running the test build on one of my devices for 8.5. Definitely will install the beta on my unlocked US model. Give you guys lots of coverage on that over on the website as well. Appreciate you guys checking out this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.